Quranic Messages on Environmental Sustainability, an expository study of its relevance. The contemporary discourse of environmental sustainability has many values embedded in the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. The general outlook of the Quranic paradigm on utilizing the natural environment is based on the prohibition of aggression and misuse, as well as being founded on ideas of construction and sustainability. Unfortunately, in the contemporary world, the Muslim community fails to pay sufficient attention to the relevant instructions in the Quran and Sunnah. In 2004, the United Nations High-Level Threat Panel announced that environmental degradation is one of the 10 most serious threats faced by the world. Unfortunately, Muslim societies in general and their policymakers in particular have shown little concern for the management of natural resources, something that could eventually lead to the destruction of the environment in every country. With regard to the Islamic tradition, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, established the practice of sustainable living through his exemplary deeds and sayings, which advocated protecting and caring for the environment. To quote an example of how the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, appreciated the value of water, he once told his companion Saʿd that the latter was using an excessive amount of water for his ablutions, wuḍū, by saying, "Do not waste water." Saʿd then asked whether there could ever be wastage if the water was used for wuḍū. The Prophet's reply was, "Yes, even if you are doing that by a flowing river." Saʿd emphasizes that this hadith demonstrates the ethical principles that must be applied when dealing with natural resources so that they may be properly utilized. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In October 2000, leaders from the Islamic world and other international communities assembled for the first International Environment Forum from an Islamic perspective, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, to debate the relevance of Islamic teachings for addressing problems of environmental degradation. This was documented as the General Framework of Islamic Agenda for Sustainable Development and presented at the United Nations World Summit on Sustainable Development in June 2002. 2 decades after the Earth Summit, the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, UNCSD, was held in the same host country, popularly known as Rio+20, Rio 2012, or Earth Summit 2012. The resolutions adopted at this conference were presented under the title, "The Future We Want."